Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is diet, is as far as like what you're eating, right? Now, I'm not going to be telling you what to eat. I'm going to tell you more what not to eat, okay? Um, because I'll be honest, man, I don't eat the most healthiest, but I'm very active. And so that's the thing. If you're very active, you can kind of counterbalance that eating properly deal. I'm sure if I ate properly, I'd be a whole lot more chiseled and stuff like that, but I don't have that time. That's the thing, is that sometimes eating properly requires either time or money, and I don't really have either at this point. so, um, but I don't eat bad. And the thing is, you want to eat because you're putting in the calories that you just burn off. Especially if you're doing more body weight exercise. Again, this is the context of body weight, is that it's kind of a cardio stuff. If I'm using my whole body and I'm doing it, if I'm breathing correctly, I'm using um, everything I've got. So I've got to replenish what I've just burned off. And that's going to be very important if I'm getting a good night's sleep and healing. You have to have those calories for your body to utilize to then, you know, heal the muscles, right? So what you eat is very important. The biggest thing is eat, okay? You don't have to eat junk. Like I said, I'm going to tell you what not to eat. Like sodas, just get rid of those things, man. Not like cold turkey stop it because life is short, but I'm talking like I have maybe 10 ounces of soda every other day kind of deal because I like it, okay? But, don't cold turkey stop it because, like, if you've gone from eating whatever you like to, like, cold turkey stopping, say, sugar, after, like, a month, you're pretty much ready to commit murder for a Skittle, right? So, life is short. Take it in moderation. Just don't overeat. Cut back on portions. Maybe eat every couple hours just a little bit. I'm snacking. I'm grazing. Some people with their body type, maybe they only eat 2 meals a day. Okay, it all varies. The key thing though is that if you do work out a whole lot, you gotta have that food. You gotta have fuel. Yeah, that's what I think of it as fuel. Even if you're not hungry, you need to have something in you for your body to utilize to help fuel the muscles so that you can do this again. So what you eat is very important as far as replenishing the calories that you've just burned. Now, as I said before, if you're super active, you don't really need to have the best diet. I don't have the best diet, but some diet is better than no diet, right? I'm just not eating garbage all the time. Every once in a while, you're like, hey, I like this candy bar. Life is short. So you don't want to like completely swear off the stuff that you enjoy because some people get a lot of pleasure from eating, but you don't want to overeat. Like, I'm not going to eat like 17 candy bars unless they're that little fun size, and there's nothing fun about that. If I can eat it with one bite, there's nothing fun about that. Okay? I want to enjoy my candy bar. Several bites. Anyways, um, but yeah, I don't want to have like stay away from processed sugar. You don't need that. Anything like vegetables are good. And the thing is that some people swear off like being a vegetarian or whatever. When you really think about it, a lot of people kind of are anyways. I mean, I eat meat once. Everything else, I don't have meat in it. When I really start thinking about it, it's like, yeah, I really only eat meat one time during the day, if that. And so, not a big deal. It's just some people are like weird about labels, but you definitely, if you work out a lot, you gotta eat, you gotta replenish those calories that you burn. The thing you do not ever, ever, ever want to do is diet and exercise at the same time. And this is specifically for people who have never done any of those. If you go from not being active and not dieting to trying to do both at the same time, not going to work. It's going to be two shocks to your body. And I literally spent, in the 12 years that I'm teaching, never seen it. I think I've never even seen it prior to that. Nobody that I know has ever done cold turkey, not having done any kind of activity of working out or dieting, and wanting to do them at the same time. has never worked. Okay, I recommend getting the exercise first. Get your body used to using the calories you have in the nutrients and everything in your body already, and get it used to burning that stuff. And then when you kind of plateau, because a lot of guys will talk about, like, I've reached a plateau in this lift or whatever like that. That's when you can diet, right? That's when you can start stuff. But before that, it's kind of like, oh, you're asking your body essentially to do more with less, and your body's like, oh no, not doing this mess. Not going to starve and do more exercise when you haven't done it before. Never works, right? Another reason why I like doing the exercise first and then the food stuff is that when you work out, it releases a lot of positive chemicals in your brain, in your body. And so you want to start off with something that ends with on a positive note, whereas like eating, it's just that's a chore sometimes. That can be the hardest thing. It can take the most discipline, is getting the right foods and stuff like that, and not eating ice cream all the time, because that's some tasty stuff. Ice cream and donuts, yeah. So get the exercise first. That's going to be easier to achieve than the diet. Now, if you're like a diabetic or something, yeah, you need to cut that out now. So if there's a medical reason for you to cut something out, do so already. I'm just saying, in the context of working out here in this video, you get the most out of it. Start with the workout first, add the diet later when it becomes more necessary, when you have the time for it, kind of deal. But don't do them at the same time. That's not going to work. Not going to work. Your body is not going to be able to function with no fuel, and especially if it's not used to using what it already has. Right? You get that going, your body's like, oh, I'm going to start pulling from here, because maybe we need more of this, what they already have, stored up, okay, because we didn't give enough fuel to begin with, right? And then later on, it's like, oh, I'm going to give it a different type of fuel, because it's used to that. It's used to processing everything that goes into it. So, like I said, not at the same time, no. Workout first, diet second, pretty good. I like that. Seen it work a lot of times. That's what I recommend. But as far as like what not to eat, just cut out soda, man. Processed sugar, just not good for you. Just that's an easy one to do. You can have a little bit every now and then, everything in moderation, but cut that out. Don't if you're over 21, don't binge drink. Like, beer can be very bad for you. I'm Irish. I like a good beer, but like I said, all in moderation. Okay, remember, we're working out. I'm Seafood Mike. This is Tactical Kung Fu Mixed Martial Arts, TKF MMA. Find me on YouTube, of course. That's what this is. Also, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, a bunch of social medias. You can find me on Google, tkfmma.com. My website. Learn all about me in this place. Okay, all TKF MMA. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, which I think is over there or somewhere. Finger gun. Bam, 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 bam. And again, I'm Seafood Mike. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you learned something. And yeah, man, take it easy. Be good to each other.